Ever since one ape decided to walk on 2 legs instead of 4, starting this thing we call humanity, us humans have been obsessed with modifying. Whether that be modifying the land around us to better suit our needs or modifying our body to express ourselves, we love us a good mod. Ever since the early 90s with the likes of Doom and Quake, mods have been an integral part of video games and the gaming community. It has allowed players to create a variety of things, such as DLC quality story and area expansions, brand new game modes that become some of the most popular games in their own right, and big tit and ass character mods. And that's the beauty of mods. No, not the big tit and ass beauty, I don't mean that. I mean the beauty of mods is the sheer amount of variety there is, all created by hardworking and talented people for free, just because they wanted to create something for their favorite game. However, I've noticed a very bad trend going on when it comes to video game mods that isn't affecting all games at the moment. I just hope it doesn't grow and continue to become more widespread. There are some video game developers whose games are synonymous with a thriving modding community. Now, just saying that, I reckon I can bet on what company you're thinking of. Begins with a B, ends with an Bethesda. For years, their games, such as Skyrim and the Fallout series, have enjoyed a rich modding scene that is still going on to this day. So with the release of Starfield earlier this year, you can bet the modding community was gearing up to go absolutely ham on the game.
I can see what they're doing, what he's doing. I can see it, I feel it. He's cooking.
And they did, but not in a good way. You see, when you search up some of the best Starfield mods, you don't get recommended many fun ones, such as a Mandalorian mod that turns a game into an awesome looking Star Wars game, or a Claptrap bot mod that thankfully doesn't talk as much as the original one.
Do me a favor, shut the fuck up.
Instead, what you get recommended to install are mods that are extremely basic video game principles that Bethesda just decided not to do. For example, some of the most recommended ones are a mod that makes the UI and heads-up display better, a mod that makes entering and exiting the in-game menu more responsive, a mod that makes the health bar change color depending on how much damage you've taken, which you'd think would be a pretty fucking basic thing to do. I could go on and on, listing heaps of mods that make the game better and more fun to play. You might be thinking, that's okay, it's to be expected for a Bethesda game at this point, not a huge deal. And to that I say, why the fuck is it to be expected? Seriously, how can some random person create better and more consistent UI for free than the UI team for a company that just sold to Microsoft for over $10 billion? Seriously, how? It gets to a point where Bethesda must know that they don't need to create a well-made game at release because they know that players will do that for them for free. Some of those conversations must be insane. Okay, Todd, so we've gone through our playtesting notes and we've found some issues. Many people have found the UI to be confusing and a bit clunky, and they've also had issues with loading in and out of the in-game menu. Well, those sound like some pretty basic issues we could fix. But I think we need to stick to our company acronym. Whom? We have our modders. They can do our job for us for free, so there's really no point in wasting our time improving our game. Who do you think we are? A AAA studio with hundreds of employees and hundreds of millions of dollars in financial backing? What a good joke, Todd. Thanks, Todd. It is crazy to me that we as a gaming community have to accept stuff like this. Can you imagine any other art form releasing something that needs to be edited or changed by the people buying it in order to enjoy it? It would be like an author releasing a book that hasn't been edited well or is missing words, and it is up to the reader to edit it or add the right words in so they can enjoy it. There would be riots in the libraries all across the globe by all the old librarians, I'm sure of it. I know video games are extremely hard to make, and I get that with every big AAA release there will be some bugs. But when a company is constantly releasing games that are filled with features that are not up to AAA standards or are completely missing, that's when it becomes a problem in my opinion.
But that's simply not possible.
Why isn't it possible?
It's just not.
Why not, you stupid bastard?
I just hope that we don't end up in a reality where players are expected to tolerate an incomplete release of a game because the developers know they can get creative and extremely talented people to complete the game for free via mods. I hope we as gamers rise up and, demand that mods be used for what they're intended to have fun.
Fight archers! Shoot those trains out of the sky!
and to create some BTD and ask character models.